Good morning, everyone. Happy Supercharged Manifesting Monday. Welcome to the start of another week. I am really, feel like I always say this, but I genuinely am really looking forward to sharing with you this morning about gratitude. And I'm going to wait for you all to join and give each other some love. Here in the Money family, we have named Mondays Happy Money Day, Happy Money Manifesting Day. It's always great to be in your presence, always great to share this sacred time at the start of the week. And today, I'm hoping to inspire and challenge you a little bit. Those are always the best conversations, right? So get ready to type, to share love with each other, to take some notes, to reflect, to question and challenge yourself a little bit. We're going to be talking about gratitude. It is the month of November, and traditionally, this is the month where one day out of this month, especially here in the US, we have Thanksgiving, meant for us to reflect on all the things in our lives that we're grateful for. And I like to dub the entire month of November Gratitude Month, and to really use this month to harness the principle of gratitude, and especially to look at the ways that we practice gratitude and that we can get better at practicing gratitude. So welcome. Good morning, everyone. And if you are um, feeling so inclined, I would be grateful if you would share this message. I'm already grateful for that. I know some of you will. Some of you will tag friends, tag your family, however you choose to share it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There is all kinds of, we just make the world a better place when we practice gratitude, and the more people that are aware of that, I think we're all going to live better lives. And I'm already grateful to you all for sharing this message, so thank you for doing that. All right, I see that you all are joining us. I want to make a distinction when I talk about the 6 habits of highly grateful people. And I want to distinguish the type of gratitude that, we say our grace. Like, for a long time, the only gratitude that I practiced was the stuff I learned as a kid, which was to pray over your food and be thankful for it, or to pray at night and be thankful for the day. When you went to church on Sundays, to say a prayer and, to include some things that you were thankful for. I was never raised with a very deep understanding of how to be grateful, what it looked like, all the ways that you can practice gratitude, until I started living what we call the certain way. And now that I like to distinguish between the, like, surface level, the gratitude that just, comes naturally and easy if you've been on this type of journey. You've been working on personal development, you've been working and deepening your understanding of the universal principles, the law of attraction, all that stuff. And you understand the role of gratitude, and, you're doing a really good job of being grateful. But I want to talk about the deeper type of gratitude this morning. And I call that deep and profound gratitude. It is a kind of gratitude that when you're being that level of grateful, it can drop you to your knees. It can make you cry, like, in ways that are just inexplicable. It takes your breath away. You're so deeply grateful. You can't you literally have to stop in your tracks just to be grateful, because it's so deeply felt for you. That's the type of gratitude that I'm talking about when I talk about the habits of highly grateful people. It's the people who are able to access that depth of gratitude, right? So, number one thing, hang on a second. I'm going to jump over here in the comments, see who we got on this morning. Yay! Awesome. Mwah. Happy that you're all here. Um, and so I want to share, these 6 things that I have observed in the people that I admire their gratitude practice, and some of the things that I see for myself. And I just want to tell you up front, as I put this list together, I challenged myself to say, where can these are the habits of highly grateful people. So, which of these do you want more of? Which of these do you see yourself, having more of an opportunity to experience? And just calling myself out on, there's still room for me to grow in my gratitude practice. Last week we talked about this, and I asked that question. And I'm asking again for you to continue to reflect yourselves. So 9 out of 10, these people see the glass half full. I know we hear that all the time. Are you the type of person that sees the glass half empty or the glass half full? And I want to quantify what I mean when I say the glass half full. Not just like, oh, they're, hunky dory, they're always having a positive outlook on life. But for those of us that are committed to manifesting and creating the lives of our dreams, you want to have a deeper understanding of this glass half full, and how a deep and profound gratitude can allow you to live in this space. And this is what I mean. They don't struggle for lengthy periods with negative thoughts and unbelief, or a lack of believing. It's not just, oh, they see the positive sides of life. It's like, one of the things about these people, they don't spend a lot of time in negativity. Like, they just don't. And I know for so many of you on this journey, and I know when I was at this place on this journey, like being steeped in negative thoughts for a long period of time was one of the things. It felt sucky. It just feels awful. And I knew it was affecting my manifesting. It was literally diminishing my power to create the things that I wanted in my life, because I was so steeped for long periods of time in just not believing it was going to happen for me, or having negative thoughts about myself, or about the process, or about the timing, or about whatever, right? And all the things that encompass being negative. I remember being steeped in that. Well, the more you practice gratitude, you don't, that's just no longer part of who you are. You don't dwell in negative thoughts, and you don't dwell in unbelief. um, the people who, part of this seeing the glass half full, is that they reframe obstacles into opportunities. They look at a loss situation and find the gain. They look at an experience that might, to most people, seem like it's filled with negativity, and they find a way to channel that into finding something about it to be grateful for. I don't know about you, but I want that. I want to master that, because life is going to happen. It's not that these people don't have things happening in life. I'm going to share with you some of the examples that I thought about as I was making this list. I remember I had, and you're all probably going to be in shock about this, but there's a period in my life very recently where I paid someone to mentor me. And as I was in this mentoring relationship, it was extremely unhealthy and toxic. And you'd be like, Tasha, you should know better. You pay, like Diane. I remember Diane saying, "You're paying someone for this." And I mean, I don't even want to go into the examples. I just want to tell you, it was, looking back at it, I am in awe of myself being in that situation and paying to be there. And here's the thing though, my husband has a thing about this person and this experience. He goes, "Their name shall not be named in our house. We will never speak of them. We'll never speak of that experience," right? And so he's like, has a very strong position about it. And what I share with him is, the thing is, I hear you, but I am so grateful for that person and for that time. There is so much that I got from it. One of the greatest gifts I got from that very toxic experience is I deepened my understanding and my relationship with Jesus. Like, I've always been Christian and religious and believed in God, but I didn't really understand the life of Jesus. And I for whatever reason, this person talked about that and inspired me to want to learn. And when I did, I mean, everything about my life is transformed, is up leveled. My understanding of the power of God within us is at a whole other level because of that very, very toxic experience, right? So being able to look at something that for many people would be filled with regret and anger and resentment, I have a lot of gratitude for. There's another time when a coach told me I was stupid for not choosing to follow the process that he was outlining and to coach with him. And there's a lot about it. He was a man, he had the level of success that I desired for our business. And so I really admired and respected him. And he was telling me I was stupid. And I remember just shrinking for a moment and then saying, well, okay, I hear you, but I'm committed to the way that we want to do business. This is a decision that we've made, and I'm just committing even further to it, and I didn't allow myself to go into the just the negativity and the anger and the all of that. And I'm grateful for him, because if he hadn't said it with so much zest, I would not have, gotten to that place within myself to go, I'm standing for what I'm standing for. And I'm really grateful for that. Right. So this is number one. And for me, probably one of the greatest habits of grateful people is the ability to turn an obstacle into an opportunity, a loss into a gain, not looking at circumstances and just dwelling in negativity or sadness or anger or any of those emotions, really quickly switching back into gratitude. I don't know about you, but I want that. I don't just want it, I want to master it. So that's number one. Number two, these people manifest with speed. You want to learn how to manifest with speed. I'm not talking about, run of the mill gratitude. Deep and profound gratitude. It's another level of gratitude. It's higher, it's more intense, and this is where you want to be. Not just thank you for all the obvious things, but you want to get to that place of being grateful where it leaves you speechless sometimes, just how aware you are of the things to be grateful for in your life. And these people manifest with speed. I watch them and I notice, I mean, obviously I serve so many people, I can see the things that are different. Some people just want to always be talking about what's not working. Some people want to always be looking at what there is to be grateful for, even when things aren't working. And so those people, it's not like life doesn't happen to them and we can look at them and go, "How wow, they're so lucky." No, they're not so lucky. They're doing some things that the rest of us are not doing at the same level. And one of those things is a healthy and profound gratitude practice. The Science of Getting Rich says, why do they manifest so fast? It says the more grateful you are for the good things, the more rapidly, the more quickly, more good things will come. That's like the perk. That's the end all for steepening, deepening your gratitude practice. You manifest with more speed. The grateful mind always expects the best and therefore always receives the best. So we can look into other people's lives and we can feel like they're lucky, or we can ask ourselves, what is it that they're doing? Maybe they're practicing the laws just the way that you are, but it's at another level, and you want to find out. It's the devil is in the details, right? Or no, challenging that, the manifesting is in the details. What are the nuances that they're doing that you can amplify for yourself? Number three, so number one, they see the glass half full. Number two, they manifest with speed. These are some habits of highly grateful people. Number three, they make life happier, right? Not just that they are happy, or not just that they are happier. Grateful people make life happier. Why? They live to create experiences that bring them joy. They live to create experiences that amplify things for them to be grateful for. Like, it's so innate to them. They are actually making life happier. Not just that they're happier, they're making life happier. I once asked my friend, and you guys have heard me share this quote before. I said, are you so rich because, are you so happy? Are you so always so happy because you're so rich? And she said, no, I'm so rich because I've always been so happy. Right. And so even when she had 30 credit cards and 3 mortgages, she was just happy. She made life happy. And therefore, she attracted things that were in alignment to that energy and giving her reason to be more grateful, right, for what she had. So these people have an innate ability to make life happy. I want that. Sign me up. I really do. I want to learn how to master making life. Can be so mundane, and it's just like, all right, wake up today, do the same thing, go to bed, wake up tomorrow, do the next thing again, go to bed. I don't know about you. How about you? Where are you all? Let me jump over here in the comments. Like, are you down for this? Making life happier, right? So that's number four. I'm sorry, that's number three. Number four, they are able to achieve a deeper level of attunement to the present moment. This for me has been a long time like desire. I wicked admire people who can be just so present in every moment. I know, like for me, so lately one of the things that I've become aware of is when I'm having conversations with my husband, I really it I don't know if I do this naturally. I know I love people. I love hearing people's stories. I love supporting people. I love being present with people. And I think I just, it's just me. It's just who I am. And I can see that people, I mean, the greatest human desire is to be understood, to be heard and understood. That's what we all want, them, every one of us. We want that more than anything, right? And so, especially when you're in a relationship with someone else, or whether it's a romantic relationship, a mentorship, a friendship, no matter mother and child, the other person just wants to be heard and understood. I'm sure you all desire that, right? If only you could just understand what I'm trying to say. And so what I realized, I had this intense awareness that in my conversations with my husband, I am so present to like the most mundane things that he can be talking about. It's like maybe he's told me the story 100 times, but I literally am. I'm in this awareness where I'm just so much more leaning in, so much more present. And after I stepped back and I had that awareness, I was like, my God, how that must feel to him, how he must feel to have that, you know? And so I just recognize I want to be like that I want to be like that when I'm drinking my coffee or my shake or my water or at the gym doing something that I don't love so much or running. I want to be present in every moment. And the access to that level of presence is gratitude, to be grateful for all that there is, no matter what shape it is, that you're choosing to tell me this story for the 110th time. Like I'm just grateful to be here with you. I'm grateful you're in my life. I'm grateful I manifested you. I'm grateful for all the things that lead to me drinking this delicious cup of whatever it is, right? Just accessing that deeper level of gratitude so that you can be more present in all of your moments. This is the stuff that make you live fully, to be present in all of your moments. So that's number four. Number five, they have crazy faith. I know it's one of those things, the things when we look at the characteristics that we admire in people. For me, I admire people who like they know no matter what, it's going to all work out for them. They're going to have it all. They have that level of faith that just like it passeth all understanding, right? You're just like, gosh, I want that. I want to live at that level of faith. Well, here's what I can tell you. Faith is born out of gratitude. The more you fix your mind on things to be grateful for, is the more faith you develop that you're going to have more things to be grateful for. That level of crazy faith, those people, I promise you that you admire their faith, they're also deeply grateful. I promise you. Like the two go together, right? So that's one of the powerful habits of highly grateful people is they have unmatched faith. Now think about how much easier manifesting would be for you if you did not dilute your power by stepping out of faith, by like stepping out of alignment with faith, right? So faith is I'm in total faith, and the opposite of faith is fear. So if you had a really strong desire for something and you were always in crazy faith, like unmatched faith, like 9.5, 9.75 out of 10 of the times, you're always in that faith. Just think how quickly you would manifest, how easier, how you wouldn't spend a second worrying about any of your desires coming your way because you'd always be in faith versus spending time diluting that process with fear. I want that. I want to be in that 9 3/4, 10 out of 10. I want 10 out of 10, that level of faith. And I know you want it too. And you get access to that by deepening your gratitude. The more grateful you are, is the more you start to attract all the things. And that's what builds faith. The more proof you have that you are powerful, that you are creating, and you're being grateful for it. Gratitude connects you to the source from which all the good things come. The more you're connected to that source, you best believe my son has all the faith that if he needs a new backpack this afternoon, he's going to get it because he's connected to the source, right? And so the more you can connect to the source, and the way to connect to the source deeply is to be grateful, constantly grateful. Okay. 10 out of 10. Okay. Number 6, a really distinguishable, I might have made up a word, habit of highly grateful people is that they practice thanking people. They're more grateful for people than they are for things. They're more grateful for people than they are for things. And so this is an area of growth for me. As I started to observe the people that I admire and their gratitude practice, and I research these people and I research what it is to really be in that next level of gratitude. What are some of the distinguishing factors? And I've learned and realized it's not just I'm grateful I manifested this thing. I'm grateful I manifested this experience. Just think about how you would be. I can feel it in my body if I was able to get to that level where I'm grateful for the things, but I'm even more grateful for the people involved in the delivery of the things, the human beings that made it possible for me to manifest the things that I desire. So, yeah, I'm grateful for the thing, but I want to tap into a next level of awareness for all the people that are involved in the thing. To me, that steepens my gratitude. Like my gratitude for this beautiful green inked pen can be amazing. But to pause for a moment and think about the people that go to work every day, that take time away from their family, and they're doing this is their joy to design this beautiful pen, to make this unique color ink, to make the little the shell on the outside of it, to give 9 8 9 hours every day to designing things like this so that I can simply buy this beautiful pen, and when I write it I see the pretty green. Like all the people behind the things that we get to manifest, right? That for me is a totally different level of gratitude than being grateful for the pen. And so that is what I want you to really, ask yourself and challenge yourselves this morning around these habits of highly grateful people. I'm going to repeat them and ask you, just kind of go, you know what? Either this is the one I want to access the most, or I'm doing really well with all these, Tasha. Whatever it is, I just want you to type your thoughts on what I shared. But here's the last one. They think outside the box. Actually, before I move on to that one, I want to go back to the one about people. This is what I want to challenge myself to be amplifying my gratitude practice with people more than things. I want to pause long enough and be present long enough to go, I'm grateful to you for this particular thing. Like, my husband, there's this thing that he does every night. He's a night owl and I'm not. So literally he goes, assume the position, which is me putting my head on his shoulder as he watches TV, and I fall asleep on the couch every night. And so I fall asleep on his shoulder on the couch, and he's hugging me, and then he lets me sleep for about an hour, and then he wakes me up and he hugs me and walks me to the bedroom, right? And so um I'm at least guaranteed that first hour of like deep sleep. So we get to the bedroom, and when we get there, he turns on the bathroom light and he like shoves me into the bathroom because I always go, just use the restroom before I get into bed. So he does that. And while I'm there, he turns the bed down, he turns off all the light, turns on a soft light. And I come out of the restroom and he's standing there, gives me a hug, and I go into bed and he takes the blankets, he puts them all over me and he tucks me in. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is nirvana for me. I've never had this. I was never raised with my mom. My mom had to leave when I was 6 months. I never got the tucked in lullabies, read a book to you. I never had that. And I never asked him for any of this. But every night I say thank you, babe, and I love you, and that's it. And as I'm talking to you, I woke up this morning with the awareness. I don't just want to thank you, babe, I love you. I literally need him to understand. I need to tell him all the nuances of the way you know me, that you turn the restroom light on for me, the way you allow me to sleep for an hour, like all of the thoughtfulness that goes into that one little thing that happens every single night. I want to cry because there's such another level of gratitude for all the things that are involved in this other person doing these things for me, right? That's what I want you to start to think about, the people in your lives and what are they doing, even the simplest things that they're doing, that you can let them know how grateful you are. Okay? I want you to think about that. So, of all the things that I've shared. And then the last one is they think outside the box. And it's like when we're in our programs, I tell people when we start. So, one of the things that we're going to amplify during this process in our program is we're really going to amplify your gratitude practice. And I challenge them. Every day you have to write at least 3 things you're grateful for. And I want every single day for 30 days for you to put something new on that list. So if yesterday you were grateful for the food in your refrigerator, the electricity that you have, and AC running in your house or heat running in your house, you can't say that again for the next 30 days, right? Being able to see how many things you overlook that you can be grateful for is one of the most powerful activities that you can do. And I promise you, people who have the level of success that you desire, they are practicing this kind of gratitude. Now, there's success, which is just like brute force, whatever, hustle grind. We're not talking about, we don't, I respect that kind of success. I don't know that I admire it. So the kind of success that I am inspired by is where there's ease and flow and people are happy and it's like, gosh, they're just oozing all the things. Like that's the kind of success that I want. And those are the people that I'm talking about emulating, right? And I promise you, they're grateful. Like think about, gosh, Deepak Chopra or Wayne Dyer or all the people that we admire and the things that they talk about being grateful for, like a leaf on a tree for an hour. They're talking about being grateful for it, That's the kind of gratitude that I want us to step into. So I want to ask you all now. Carla says, does your husband have a single older brother? Carla, if I could find a way to clone Diane and Tony, I would already be a gazillionaire, right? That's so funny. But what I have, you can have too. What I have, you can all have too. Right. So that's another thing. I'm super grateful for all of the amazing people in my life, including every one of you that show up on a Monday morning for this conversation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let me ask you, of the 6 things that I shared, seeing the glass half full, which means not living for lengthy times in negativity and unbelief, being able to quickly reframe obstacles into opportunities. That's number 1. Number 2, being able to manifest with speed. Number 3, being able to make life happier. Make life happier. Number 4, being more present in your moments. Number 5, having crazy unmatched faith. And number 6, being more grateful for the people that are part of your manifestation than the things. Of those 6, which do you want more of? Or which one do you see you have an opportunity today to like really deepen your gratitude practice so that you can experience that one habit even more in your life? I want to see 2, 4, and 6. Thank you, Carletta. Let's see. So I want you all, right before I go, I want to see you all typing. Ivy says number 6, being grateful, more grateful for people than things. All of them. I love it. All right, you guys, come on. You're all watching. I want to hear. Crazy faith, Teresa says. Me and you, girl. I want it. I want it. I want that so much. Leslie. Oh, Leslie, all of them pretty much. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I love it. Yeah. Katie, turning obstacles into opportunities. The ability to seriously just, like no matter what life brings, I know I'm going to be good because that's just how I just operate from that place. I'm going to find something in it to be grateful for, and I'm going to turn it around into making it a positive. Like I master that. To be able to be masterful at that, I want all of these habits. Me, I'm six. All six of them I want. I don't know about you, but I am a strong desire for all six. And the way to all six is to deepen your faith. Is to deepen your gratitude. Deepen your gratitude practice, right? Mm, all of them. All of them. I love it. All right. So now I'm going to challenge you to choose one this week. We're going to continue our gratitude practice. Next week is Thanksgiving, and I have a really powerful, powerful gratitude practice for you. We're going to do 5 days of gratitude, and each day I'm going to give you something just, just trust me on this. It's going to amplify your gratitude practice in a very unique way. Okay. So I'll see you all next Monday morning for that. I love you. Go have an amazing day. I am grateful for each and every one of you and all the ways that you were led to this community, to me, to this experience, that you wake up on a Monday morning at 8 a.m. Some of you from all over the world, all kinds of different time zones, that you show up, that you engage in our conversation, that you type your comments, that you share this live, that you just exist. It's like one of my amazing goddesses, says to me all the time. She'll text me, Tasha, thank you for existing. And I feel it to my core, like, thank you for existing. That's the way I feel about all of you. Thank you for existing so that I get to shine my light in your life. Mwah. I love you. Have a great rest of the day, everyone, and a great week. Bye.